Good evening, it's back to Permafrost. We're getting the Great Perm achievement and we're only 25 provinces away from it. This one and 24 around here, so really there's nothing left to do but fill in the little spots and there's nothing exciting to it. I just want to get it finished. That would be the case if it weren't for the fact that I have Mega Austria-France Union breathing down my throat, and Austria has decided to ally everybody under the sun who could oppose me. Like the Koreans, they want some revenge for the APM I showed them at StarCraft, and even the power of the United States of America is on their side, so not looking too good for me if Austria and France, or Frostria, or... nah. If they ever come knocking, it's looking grim for me, because I have but a paper-thin defense, and rather pathetic units that I'm definitely going to have to reorganize in the faces of any kind of big fighting there. So I would really like to get my colonies finished before they come knocking, which is why I'm hoping just to speed my way through this, get my achievement, of course religiously unite my people, getting the culture conversions on the go as well, because one thing we have on the side is removing Muscovite from the equation. I kinda need prestige at the moment, and I also need an Inquisitor. Thankfully, the clergy's got us covered. Wonder how much more of these guys I can get converted. Doesn't really matter if Austria hate us anymore, they already hate our guts. So, where are we even looking to go with this? Well, first I want to get my Uralic on the go. Pretty important for this whole campaign. I think just about everybody who's everybody is getting converted. Excellent. So if you missed last time, you missed quite a bit, but it was just integration of Scandinavia and Russia, and the colonization of the Americas. A few wars were fought over it, including with the Dutch. The Dutch put up quite a fight, but you wouldn't think so the way France just demolished them. And sadly that means all this delicious lowland development is now in their hands. So, yeah, not looking too good for us. Not looking too good at all. Hey Jake, haven't seen a stream for quite some time. Hey, I remember you. You half-open boxes guy. I was thinking Yaroslav, but you're already doing Perm. Yes, I will not be revisiting the Russian area anytime soon after all of this. I have to somewhat prioritize the areas I'm going here. Now for this achievement, we've been over it a few times, but why not cover it one last time for the final huzzah? We need all of East Siberia, West Siberia, the Urals, Russia, Scandinavia, Canada, Hudson Bay, and Cascadia. I believe we have all of Canada, all of Scandinavia, all of Russia, all of Urals, all of West Siberia, all of East Siberia, bar this one province. And the reason I have not colonized it is because there's no threat there. I mean, no one else can colonize it. Why would I rush to get it? Which just means we're filling in the gaps here and praying that Austria does not declare war on us. So I'm a little curious about France. Just how loyal are they to their overlord there? 34.4%. You know, I could get in there with a bit of aspiration for liberty, but I'm not sure if that's really in the spirit of the game. I'm just gonna have to punch France and Austria in the face and see what comes of it. It's probably going to end up with me being hammered good and proper, which is why I really want the achievement before I do that, because I'm not keen on running another game into 1800 just to get this achievement. We've even relocated our capital a second time so that we have almost tolerable colonist travel times. Almost tolerable. It takes less than a year, rather than, for example, going here, taking over 2. Yes, my capital is over in, not Kamchatka, but Kakrin, which, yes, is in the Kamchatka area. We even decided to buff it all the way up because we had to have something that would rival our ex-capital Perm. It costs 700 admin points to move our capital from the metropolis that is Perm over to its new location. Trying times these for Perm. And you'd think being this big and strong we'd have no problem, but France and Austria with what they have are at least twice as strong as we are, so I'm gonna have to pull something out of nowhere for this. But I may as well speed forward till then because there's not terribly much going on. Even get our tech on the go. And I'm keen to seal this off as soon as possible, so I want to get going this way. Come to think of it, this would have been the more ideal one to hit, but I can use my next colonist on that. So, for the most part, it's just going to be chillin' and colonizing. And I'm not the world's biggest fan of colonization. Heck, I might be the world's most ungrateful player towards colonization, because I don't like it. I've never really liked it in Europa Universalis. That's not a problem with 4, it was a problem in 3 as well. If problem is even the way to address it. Yeah, the manpower is pretty low as well, because we have not gone for quantity ideas. And Permian ideas don't exactly lend themselves well to this. We don't have any military ideas, I'd say. Cavalry cost is economic. Land force limit okay, but I can't even fill that reasonably. Mercantilism has always been right. But I have every confidence that if we come to blows with Austria, we will get murdered. Yeah, that's how confident I am. Really, I have no idea where I'd begin with that. I'd find a way, I always do, but it's probably a case of I would find my way to dying. Hold on. I don't think I want to do that just yet. Better to get the discount for bordering an Uralic province. Ah, that's Baluchistan's problem. So although it is criminally expensive, I'll be keeping lots of colonies on the go at any one time. Well, I say that, but colonist travel times are so long that that becomes a tricky thing to do. Just takes so ridiculously long to get to them. Ah well. To the point where I'm really better off just recalling them and sending them elsewhere, because we have plenty of reduction. Not reduction. We have plenty of increase on the settler growth. It's just a case of getting those colonies established. Leader maneuver is a military idea, surely. Yeah, leader maneuver. We have had a lot of very fast generals along the way. Good to see Austria continuing to grow and grow. I don't think Bohemia is going to put up too much of a match against Frostria. But at least we'll get Denmark integrated into the Greater Realm. And I can shore up my defences here. I think I'll grab Skåne, turn it into a level 8 fort and just say you do not get past this point. So really what's the point in having Småland here? Speaking of what's the point, I guess I'll keep my boats all docked up because we'll try Skåne. Because I really can't imagine if and when France and Austria come knocking, I'm going to be able to react too much around here. Makes me wonder what you guys are even doing there. Once I got my achievement, I'm pulling everybody back from overseas because there's no need for them. I'll try and get an alliance with the USA if I can, because they have some pretty damn nifty ideas. And I also want to get more colonization on the go, but it ain't easy. Really ain't easy. So, like I said, there's not much to this. Just getting the colonization done, and then I can go and punch Frostria in the face. Unless, of course, they decide to jig it up a bit by, I don't know, declaring some kind of colonial war that gets everyone involved. That would be scary. Extremely scary, because I would have to fight to get that back. So let's just hope the... okay, no, I probably don't have to worry about that, because France is subject to Austria. So I don't think these guys will go punching each other. And even if they do, the Uralic states, Permaban, and Cascadia, they're pretty good. Strong enough to resist the French, I hope. Pirates, Jake. Yeah, I've got my pirates privateering. That was really to stave off all the power that the Netherlands were getting out of the English Channel. And I wonder if I'm making much money on that. Making a wee touch. Hell, that's covering half of my navy, so that can't be too bad. It's not like they'd do much better if they were protecting trade, because I already dominate Novgorod. But it's good for me to get loads of money in the back burner, because I always do need that. So it'll be nice to get this one finished and buried, because it's going to be Stellaris very soon around here. And it remains to be seen what happens to the schedule when Stellaris gets involved, and even more so once Hearts of Iron 4 gets involved. Because I have only so many hours in the day to be streaming. I do hold down a full-time job making these games, so... From where does the time come for streaming them when I end up with 3 times as many grand strats on my plate? I don't know the answer to that, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Just like I'm sure this Uralic will spread everywhere. That's Novgorodian, no need to wipe you out. Novgorod was nothing but good to us, except for how they got crushed by Muscovy early on, and refused to support our independence, and by being good food for Muscovy just made our life a lot harder. Come to think of it, Muscovy wasn't good to us in this run, not at all. Now I'm tempted to ally Italy, but I know Austria's going to come knocking there, so what I'll do is I'll keep Italy on the back burner, in the hopes that I might someday get them in an alliance. I want the USA in an alliance. On the double, there'll be a good defense. As long as we can get good enough relations, and we almost do. Jake, it's easy stream during work time. Yeah, I'll just crawl into a cupboard and say, don't mind me, don't mind me. I wonder if they'll mind if I don't join their offensive wars. Nah, they surely wouldn't be stupid enough to declare war on French Louisiana. Surely. But that kind of works to our benefit. I also wish to grab Italy on my side for the Grand Offensive, but the Grand Offensive has a while to come yet. It's nice that these colonies grow good and fast, because I can check on the achievements list just how many we have to go. And you see that, only 20 to go. And if I have 5 going at any one time, and it takes about 5 years to finish them, I'm sure you can do the maths on how long that is going to take. Not long at all. We won't even be close to the 19th century when we get our achievement at long last. Looking forward to that. What is all this? Heretics. Missionary failure in Polotsk. I don't like the sound of any of this, but Polotsk is going to be done in a moment. I'm probably going to need that naval morale, much as I don't want to spend this. Jake, didn't Italy rival you? I hope not. No, it's the Ottomans who rivaled me. Even Jampur are not my rivals. Heck, they would want to be friends. Maybe I should get ready for that, because it's bound to happen. Jake's 6 colonies are better than 5. Aye, but I would like to save up some money. Which means I have to recall a colonist from these guys every now and then just to send another. So limited on colonists. Well, all we can do is colonize and keep moving. Kinda regret not taking quantity, but I still don't think I'm going to take it even for the final push against Austria. Want to see how well we can do without it. It is the ultimate crutch idea in my eyes. Can never go wrong with quantity. Can go wrong with the Netherlands though, man, they're hostile towards us. Hardly good for us. Like I said, I need to bridge this gap as soon as possible, or else I'm always going to be living in the fear of French Louisiana butting in on our business. Shoshone would be another concern if they ever became a subject to France and decided to colonize up here, but with this one done we have only 3 more provinces to get before we've completed the block, and then it's just filling in the blanks, which could be spammed if I place my colonies well enough. And I might just do that, because I want the achievement ASAP, and then I want to go and punch Frostria in the face. That I would find pretty satisfying. In fact, I should probably get some good relations with Italy. It seems they've forgiven me for that whole not going to save you in your contesting of the Frostrian Union. I don't really regret that. It's nice to see an enormous, terrifying boss. I like it when the game can scare me. You know, this late into the game there shouldn't be anything that scares you, but I wouldn't exactly say I've been playing this game or this scenario optimally. Now let's get you guys over to Naval, and what am I going to do about this? There's no point in having this fort, it's just going to fall. And I will have this one later on, but we'll figure out what to do with it yet. And then there are all of our boats here. I need those transports for God knows what. I like those heavies. The rest of you, it's like, what are you even doing here? They are 3-deckers granted, so I'll have them join in with the others. Mothball and come together. The rest of you, Voska. I don't need you. There we go, and now Denmark finally part of us, and giving us yet more provinces to convert. But at least we are Tengri through and through in this country. It was a long path. We didn't get our black shamanists on the go. I'm just very happy that we purged all of the Muslims as early as we did. Jake, fort in Skåne. Yes, I'm keeping that. That is on purpose. Oh man, Spokane. Don't want to help, but apparently I must. Hot damn, I do love money. How are the clergy doing anyway? Because I'm going to need to be grabbing admin power from them like crazy. Because I'm going to want another idea, but that's a while away it seems. Losing influence, losing loyalty. But look at all that money, and I could just generously donate it back to them, and they'll be fine. But you must contribute. Yep, I see that mill. Don't really want to go over here, but I have little choice. Jake, you're the best EU4 player, and I love your YouTube channel. I watched almost all of your Let's Plays on EU4. Keep up the good work, says Shocksing. Well, thank you very much. Even though I do lay into people quite often, it does mean quite a bit when I hear that, so I'm glad you enjoy it. That said, I have put up a hell of a lot of videos over the past 2.5 years since I started doing this streaming malarkey, so you have some stamina, my friend. Gotta get it all done. Also, what is with this? Well, it's blocking off France quite nicely, but I fear they might just go and grab that for themselves. And now the Danes go. Always go with the offensive shock with your cannons. With your horses, rather, not your cannons. Jenks just shows how sick I've been. What are you missing for this chief, Jake? 1 province in Siberia and something like 18 over in the New World, which is just this that I need to fill in. And we're filling it in. I'm very happy to see that California have decided to grab that province themselves. Saves me the bother. Although I gotta keep going with these, and they are very slow to be colonizing. Such is the curse of being a subject over in the New World. Alright, I gotta think about where my colonists are. You, and as soon as I've plopped this one down, I'm just going to recall you because there is no speed requirement on you. And then I'm going to think, where else do I even need to do? Because I need to do this ASAP. And these are taking their time. Let's just keep going. It's a shame it takes so laughably long to finish, though. Well, what can you do? Jake, don't miss the province of Bungie, lest French Louisiana takes it. Bungie is... yes, it is part of this. Okay, that's almost a concern. But it has a reasonably good buffer, so that if the French Louisianans ever end up here, I can jump on it with my 2.5-year colonist travel time. Jinx. It's not easy being Russian. Never easy being Russian. This is what I want, extra ideas. I don't know what I'd go for. Quantity is the obvious one that I'd want, but I'm trying to stay away from it. So what else could I even reasonably take that would help me on the battlefield? I'd end up looking more towards policies. Infantry combat's a pretty nice one. It's a pretty nice one. Heck, that's a good enough reason to go for innovative on its own. I'd also take discipline or morale of armies. Ah, heck, I don't have all day to be looking through those. There we go. With the spreading of our culture, there are yet more provinces that can embrace glorious Uralic ways. Since Vladimir is done, I can finally get going on Moskva. Tver is already on its way. Kaluga will be done once Rzev is done, and Yaroslav can also be done because it borders Vladimir. Just trying to get that on the cheap. Once Rzev is done, which will be later this year, I'll finally start purging the last of the accursed Muscovite culture that threatened our existence for so long. Bloomin' Muscovites. Okay, where are... Trying to figure out where all my colonists are. They're keeping busy. But I need to keep the hope alive. And with this, it's only 3 more to go to seal it all off. Jake, were you just seriously considering humanist ideas? I didn't know what I was thinking, I swear. I was just looking at the policies. Humanism, we took it once, we're not in a hurry to be ever doing it again. Alright, that was Suzdal, right? But that's not what I'm waiting on, I'm waiting on the Rzev. Jeez, do I even need mill at this moment? Don't think I do. I need to save up plenty of money though. One of my great strengths in this game is that I'm very, very good at balancing out the economy. because the game reflects real life, right? And by having great money management, it just means when the rainy days come, I can manage them. That said, I'd manage them fine as well if I relied on loans, but I just find that intolerable. Okay, that is not a province that I have any desperate need to be colonizing at the moment. Not quickly, at least, but these ones I can't reach. I think, even though it takes laughably long, I'm going to throw one colonist towards Bungie. I just don't trust it sitting there. That Scotland really hurts me, says someone. There's still a Scotland hanging on in there in the Western Isles. As if this was years of rice and salt. I'm hoping we're going to see revolutionary Ottomans. I take that back, they're my rival. I need more friends. How about you, John Pure? I tell you, you're not far away from it. Oh, I already did improve my relations. I wonder if you are worth allying then. Your Miltech is disgraceful, but if I was attacked, it would help me out, right? We'll have a gander, but I will not help them in offensive wars. I wonder if they'll break the alliance based on that. I mean, I'm big and scary and they're threatened, so hopefully they wouldn't. Jake Tankton, no CB the Habsburgs. I have plenty of CBs to choose from. What you're talking about is we should be going for truce break the Habsburgs. Now that would be living on the edge. Oh, I can't wait for this colonization malarkey to be over. Do I have an extra unit hanging around here? Well, I should, but we'll send you there instead. Colonists are more effective the later into the colony they're working. That said, I can't just wait around. If I had very short colonist travel times, I could certainly optimize this. But I'm not in the mood, I just want to get this over, get my achievement, and then it's time to muscle up and take on the Habsburgs. See, we've only got 14 provinces left to go, and we're good. Jake, develop your pathetic manpower, Chings. That's harsh. Also, I just had a thought. Why did I not culturally enrich? Oh, I did. It's already a relic. That's fine then. Not liking the whole corrupt thing, but that'll go away in a moment. Are there any other friends we can get to take on the Frostrian menace? Italy is an obvious one, but I worry for them. I worry about them a lot, because Frostria could attack Italy and then it would only be me helping them. And it's still a little early because I haven't got everything in place. Far be it for me to be so cowardly, but I would quite like to win. I'm gonna need to throw a settler on Bannock for good. So where are our settlers? One. Oh, of course, one is about to throw this one down. Well, once you're finished with that, off to Bannock you go. Jake, the way to get more manpower is to no CB the Ming. I know, I decided early that this was going to be my border in the Asia. If I wanted to play super strong, then yes, it would be all too easy to just gobble up China and enjoy all that development. But that's not what we're going for in this one. Also, you need to go Kaluga. And with that, every single Muscovite scum is getting expunged from the earth. In 1777, they'll all be gone. I'm happy about that. That means absolutely no risk of seeing them again. I wonder if that means all Russian cores will be gone. Let's take Novgorodian ones for example. They'll be gone in 87. They'll probably exist in some other Russian provinces, but the important thing is they're going to go. Goodbye Russia, there is only Perma-Russia. Check the Kryl's part of Siberia, Chings. That would scare me if that were the case. However, right here, man, I'm impressed with myself for knowing where the Kryls are sometimes. They're part of the Japanese region. This is the Siberian region. We had to poke our greasy little fingers into Korea to take this one province here, the Uri, in addition to the Buryatian lands, where that most important gold mine is. I'm sure everyone knows that one. Alright, I got Bungie set up. It took a long time to get there, so I feel like leaving him be. You're almost done, you're on the go, and this is the other one I'm on, right? So once you're there, recall you, and off you go to Bannockburn. Yeah, I'm well aware that my dips are extremely lazy, but I don't have a good job for them at the moment. Oh, even Bohemia wants to be my friend. I gotta think, who hates Austria? Jampur, the Ottomans, and myself. Oh, I'm very close to getting that better than Pietien achievement with all the privateering I'm doing here. But I'm not about to build up more boats just for that. In a sense, I would benefit greatly from having a superior navy to France's right here, so I may consider building up a good heavy fleet. 50 heavies would maybe seal the deal here, but 60 would be a better number. The question is, how much would I have to pay to get 60 heavies on the go? Which means essentially 43 more of them. A lot of money is the answer. A heck of a lot of money. There's no need to do it right now. It would take us well over the force limit as well, so I'd have to get rid of some of those privateers. But we'll keep that in mind, because when it comes to war, I'm going to want that. Jake, maybe build some barracks. I can't fault your reasoning there. Training fields are, of course, superior. Let's see, what am I looking for? Anything that gives me lots of manpower. It's difficult because this isn't the easiest way of looking at it when you have eyes that are as inferior as my own. I'd love to build in Danzig, but that's going to get occupado pretty swiftly in any war, so never mind that. All this land is just so garbage, though. Boggles the mind sometimes. Also, this is expensive. I'm not made of money, you know. How about on my glorious capital? That'll help me out. Otherwise, though, I'm not seeing many places that would give me the tons of manpower that I'm needing. Russian lands would. Trouble is, I've culture converting quite a bit of it, but that's okay. Not converting, but enriching. This will synergize great with some quantity, but I can't allow myself to think like that. Zenonira is asking to see the religious map mode. It's a good reminder to purge the last of my heathens out of my country. But here we go, Tengri far and wide, Confucian staying quite well together, Buddhists not having a good time of it, and Hindu living on because of the tolerance, Coptics also living on, surprisingly enough, and the Reformation was just nah. But since the Iberians were wiped out, it was up to France to spread the good word over in the colonies. I look forward to having a reasonable amount of manpower. What a joke, that's not about to happen. Maybe I should develop that capital of mine a bit more. Maybe I could find something else to spend my mill on. Well, developing the capital it is. Oh, it's, it's too much. I could always go back to good old Perm and spruce it up a bit. Because, I mean, 20 manpower is something. But wouldn't more be more? I can't get too ahead of myself here because when push comes to shove, I'm going to want tech 29 and 30. Especially 30. Administrative Austria, thank goodness for that, Maximilian. Your flaccid inability to wage good war could well save us, whilst we need some peacetime. Who did you take Canada from, Jake? I took it from Canada. There used to be a Canada, and then I got rid of it, because they weren't making good enough use of the land. Like any good American, decided to take it for our own greater good. I see you there, Maximilian. Let's get that extra trade efficiency whilst I try to figure out what idea I want. Well, this is pretty interesting. This must be a new... Oh, so much for administrative. Our administrative Austria decided that the Ottomans have got to go. In goes John Pure on that as well. And the good money is on Austria here. Of course it is. Look at who they've got on their side. And they've dragged in... Alsace into this? Why would Alsace be... Okay, vassal of Austria. How's that liberty desire of yours there looking? Okay, even agitating for liberty would not help there. It's terrifying. It's so terrifying. Now, what is Yolngu? Not something I'm taking. Alright. Sorry to see the Ottomans get beaten up yet more. They were my good ally for quite some time. I think I abandoned them. We have converted the heretics of Skåne. They are no longer Danish. Administrative have an obsession with neat borders, Jake. They'll aggressively go after cultures, cores, and claims that they want. Austria can aggressively go after anything they want. Look at them. Now this is quietly reminding me that I should really be getting on that whole fortify my borders thing. Chernigov, Smolensk, Neva. I'm not really defending this well, but that's what Skåne is for. I hope this can hold, because I can see it not holding at all. And I've got my tragic lack of admin. A 1-2, a 1-2. There we go. And one more for good luck. A nice balanced 40 development over in the Kamchatkans. Who would have thunk it? Once this and this colony are finished, I could spam my way to glory. And you also cannot have too much manpower. I'd love to see more of that. I don't have to worry about autonomy anywhere, which is lovely. Oh, here we go. those colonists of mine again. There. And slowly but surely on their way to Asanan. Not much more to go. Jinx, 41 minutes, and this is all we've been seeing. There's been quite a lot of Stellaris going on today. I think that's over in London. Of course, I was not invited. Why would I be invited to that? No, I'm not bitter. Not at all. That said, I've been playing quite a bit of Stellaris, so can't really complain. Won't be long until that is the thing on Twitch, on everywhere I imagine. Is Denmark a state or a territory, Jake? Ah, thanks for the reminder. I should probably state all that up. A state. A state. And what a state. And it tends to have good manpower around here, so perhaps we could do with some training fee already taken care of, I see. Well, thank you kindly. I don't think a higher force limit would be helping me out all that much. If it did, I would certainly be building it. But like I said, I don't think it would. Midtjylland is down, and that's it. Global saturation. Okay, so the nobility wish for some power. That's fine, because I can give them power in Skåne to hopefully hold down that fort a bit better. And then the clergy want power. Man, the Danes really jacked up the development around here. I should probably be thanking them. But a lot of this is manpower, which I don't want to give to the clergy. At least you don't have to be in London. It would probably be quite nice to be in London for a nice event like that. But what would I ever know? Okay, just one province left to seal it all off, but I don't feel that that's terribly important at the moment. And once all this is done, I can spam all of these, which is rather nice, just to get the achievement. Once this one is down, that is. But that means that needs to finish. Oh well, spamming I can get behind. It also means that you have to finish. Oh well, it'll be done. Jake, thank the Danes by eradicating them. That would take a long time and be extremely expensive. I don't really see that as the problem there, but it's true. Concern is the Austrians getting military access around here to come and punch me in various other places of my face. Life ain't easy for Perm. You know, Merchant Guilds, I'm so nice to you. Maybe you could spare me a ducky or two. Lovely. And with that down, I just need to go shoot. And once the sippy winny winny whack is done, spam, achievement, and prepare for war. That little guy there, he loves what he does. Thankfully I'm well on top of all of my subjects. None of them are wanting to get up and in my face. Just my peasantry. One other thing I'm going to have to spam is that one colony over here, but that's quick and easy to do. So like I said, we're not even going to be close to the 19th century when we're done with this colonization nonsense. Jake, sending a colonist every 2 years is not spamming. Listen, I even moved my capital for this, so don't get on my case. It was a tough thing to do. Very expensive. Alright, you utterly do not need to be there, so... Hatchings are going to be done by the time I get any of these put down in reasonable time anyway. Miltech 20... Miltech 29 is not going to make the world of difference around here. But I do like the idea of getting some more development on the go in my super capital. Maybe not that much though. None of this seems worthwhile grabbing. Well, land leader fire perhaps, but nah. That said though, what can I be spending on my ridiculous amounts of admin on? Because I'm not seeing it. There is developing, of course. But then you gotta think, where do I want to develop? Moskva seems as good as any. Showing everybody there that life is truly better under Uralic rule. The game really drowns you in monarch points. It's tempting to think that they're tight, but really, they're not. Just a few more years and it'll all be over. Well, colonist spam aside. Take a few years just to get these three, and then these three, and then a few more. Jacob, you've taken the extra settler policy. I believe the extra colonist policy is gone, so no. Jake, state more provinces. I'm not feeling pretender right now. Oh, Jings, for the first time we have a pretty crappy guy coming along. Ulga. I wonder if they want to prove themselves in the battlefield when the time comes. Alright, stating provinces makes sense. I may as well state everything I can. Certainly have the admin to be coring it. Wait, which one did I... maybe it already had a core. Never mind then. If it can be stated, it shall be stated. Seems to have worked out alright. Now where are these jokers? Groan. Take care of them. Gonna fund my whole army just for you to get that done. On you go. Wonder if they're scared or something. They're on the move. I can't make my heir a general. He or she is 9 years old. And if it's a she, it's a moot point anyway. Who are these guys? I've never seen the Zungar before. Well, the more you learn. These guys are going to take forever. Let's throw them a general so they get there a bit faster. And, yeah, where are you going? Forget your whole autonomous oppression. Because these guys are on the march. So it's impressive just how much we've managed to integrate in this game, considering that we didn't take any diplomatic ideas. At least none that would help with integration. It was a long and hard run. guys are going to be a pain to chase down. This is why you don't take over all of Russia. Oh, I'm going to miss that money. But you got to make do. I have no problem upgrading my cannons no matter when it is, because morale damage is based on maximum morale. Okay, you're done, so this one is up next. It's going to get very expensive for a few years, supporting all these colonies, but I'm in a hurry, you see. I hope that didn't affect anybody I care about. Don't do anything stupid now. Okay, no problem. No need to even pay my army. God even knows why I'm paying my fleet, but... get all these done and my troops can come home victorious, having destroyed the evil pretenders. And according to this, I only have 7 provinces left to do. Once you're done and you're done, well actually Asanan doesn't even need to get done. We'll be well on our way to victory. When you declare an Austria, what will your war goal be, Jake? Certainly not show superiority, because that could only go badly. Then again, imperialism will also go badly. I should probably make it a claim war on one province that I can easily snag. Because it's going to be hard to get the war score that I need to topple that monster. Alright, Asanan is done. It's time to start doing these ludicrously long to get to provinces. There's no need for you to be taking up a colonist right now, so we'll send you there as well. And where's our other colonist? Okay, it's these 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then 1. Easy. It's going to take a couple of years, mind, but we'll make it done. Jake, it sounds to me like no CB is clearly the way to go. No, spare me. I wonder if the USA is going to be interested in any of this. Wow, we get favors with them either really quickly, or we've been at war for, or we've been colonizing for way too long. Of course, the USA is not at all interested because, well, why would they be? But I might be able to take this another way. Yeah, I've got a plan. I've got a plan. And if you think that plan is to just crumble, then you might be right. Alright, finally, ideas time. Don't know which ideas. They should probably be admin, since I appear to be dripping with that, although our air is 0 admin. But innovative gets us that infantry combat ability, and leader siege, and... okay, innovative it is. Come on, colonists. Why are you so fat and lazy and slow? You know, I can imagine Kehotine being finished before I get all of these accursed provinces even started with colonization. Good thing it doesn't require cores on all of these. Jake, trade for the ducats. No. I need strength right now. 3-decker in Holland. what a coincidence, it's right next to where these other ones need to go. Oh, and I should build up that navy, because I'm going to need it eventually, right? Loads of heavies united. Jings, that's expensive. Very expensive. And I had sailors once. Jake, remember that Siberian province. The Siberian province only takes 220. Why? Why do they find the longest, most convoluted routes? Maybe see how fast your PC handles speed 5. Sure, I guess there's nothing much going on, so we can speed 5 it for a while. It depends on how much... Oh, no, that's not so nice. I can do without the stab hits right now. And yeah, I need tons of admin right now. Depends on how much world warring is going on, because large wars really dig into how long it takes between each day or each month, due to the AI processing so many things. And yes, for all your mockery of the AI, they do have a lot to think about. Where's my 40 stack of boats? Still here, right? I think I should start looking to bring all my soldiers home. You know, for the punching of the face that I say I'm going to have to do. Jake, will you be fixing the colonial travel time soon, now that you've seen how bad it is? Well, it's easy to say just fix, but I'll need to think of one that is a fitting fix for it. And these ones are better because it's just 601 days to get here. Alright. 500, let's say 600 days until this is done. Hopefully done and done right. So it's just Hudson Bay and East Siberia to be done. Whilst I'm thinking about things that are done, I imagine there's only 3 or 4 Muscovite provinces left. By 3 or 4 I mean 1. Moskva itself, you're going down. Now these colonies are going to get very, very expensive for me, to the point where I'm going to lower the amount I'm spending on them. They're still going to grow, thankfully. I hope so, because if they ungrow, then I'm in a bad state. I need that legitimacy, sadly. I imagine those boats are also costing me a whole chunk of cash, so... Get you mothballed, wonder where all that force limit came from, and then just not worry about it. Theodoro, I swear they've robbed us of 4 base stacks this game because of their accursed Cossack aggressions. Jake, focus on admin. No. You see this? It is one of the greatest military techs in the game. 1 land morale, better infantry, more tactics. The flanking you could give or take, but I want to be on that. Then again, I'm going to be on that for quite some time. Guess I'm focusing on admin then. Alright. Colonist is there. Colonist Gingham. Those ones are on their way. And then it's just you. Gonna abandon most of these colonies once we get close to it anyway. I just want the achievement. However, this is time to start bringing my troops home and organising how to best punch Frostria in the face. It's going to be hard. It's going to be extremely hard. I don't have a plan. Nor do I have force limit, apparently. Supply limit, rather. Easy to get the two mixed up. Speaking of just wanting the achievement, how about opening the subject interaction tab and assigning some colonial governors? That's a good idea, but I'll grab that after this other achievement. Don't do this to me, Great Perm. Ah, there we go. I'm just going to open up Steam quickly, and there we go. As Perm, owner have subjects own Russian, Siberian, Scandinavian, Canadian, Hudson Bay, and Cascadian regions. Done and done right. Actually, this one I kind of want to have, just to flesh out my name completely. But the other ones? Heck no, I do not care about these. My colonial nations can take care of these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, it's kind of good to have this one, but I also don't really care. We can get these two finished off at the very least. I have the colonists for it. They can deal with the others. My troops are coming home. These transports might prove handy in a vital battle, so we'll get those over into Ingermanland. The idea being I don't want to have to traipse all the way along here when I could sail along. It's going to take a lot of sailors to get to all these ships, 7,000 of them no less. Well, that's alright, I can worry about that later. Alright, I'm going to get all my troops together and figure out how best to punch these guys. Punch them so hard. We all knew you'd do it without the slightest doubt since the Independence War. What Independence War? There was independence and then there was war. Let's not get mucked up here. Okay, you guys are still flying your way over, but I still need 20 to go and pick you guys up. I also don't care about stragglers in the New World. Let's just get rid of them. They're only going to die when push comes to shove, comes to firmer shoving. Qing's Austria have only gotten stronger when I left them. Oh, this is terrifying. Anything else planned for today? Depends when we wrap this one up. And since we'll be wrapping this one up quite soon, I think we can make some time for something else. We'll see. I mean, don't be under any mistaken assumptions that I plan what I do. Well, I'm sure you know that already, Pepperan. Galleys, for what purpose? I sure hope France didn't build up loads more heavy ships whilst I wasn't looking. That would be hilarious and also terrifying. Okay, I can probably win on that front even if they brought their lights into all this. Money is so tight. Time for Tokuden, right? Lucky, if you want to play some Tokuden after this, then sure. Screw the streaming. Alright, start getting these all-important ideas on the go. We're never going to finish this one in time, I can feel it. Jake, is that modern Lithuania artificial, or did something just happen? I believe Austria punched Mazovia, or potentially someone else, and out-popped a Lithuania that almost strictly has all the Lithuanian lands. Well, something happened and now there is Lithuania. If we can believe that, then that's all we need to know. Alright, what the heck am I meant to do with all these? I need to get all my units together first and foremost. I don't really care about one merchant man hanging around there. I don't know if anyone's going to kill you. I also don't know if you're doing any good whatsoever here. I mean, you're bringing in a bit of that Jiren trade, but hardly enough to justify you being there. Okay, enough to justify you being there. Just. Okay, thankfully they're not friends with too many people anymore. Unfortunately, Korea is still of the mindset that they want to join in despite the internal conflicts they just had, but I should be able to destroy them without too much bother. I also don't have a fort on my capital. That should be changed immediately because I don't want that falling. But at least they have far fewer friends than they had before. Sadly, none of my buddies want to join in. Apparently Jampur does not owe me favours, and they have a truce with you. Jampur would be an excellent defence against the Koreans. And you have a truce until 80, which is not good. But I bet you don't have a truce with some other people, right? Oh, Austria is no longer allied with them, so forget that. And Magdeburg, if I ever remember where they are, is a terrible target for many other reasons. I'll probably just slam face first into Austria. No need to worry about what comes next. At least the USA is no longer allied with them, but it does mean French Louisiana and French Mexico are going to dismantle my colonies. Also, where was that colonial governor thing? I have 3 colonial governors that were directly appointed by you at the same time rather. It just so happens I have 3 ones. Replace governor, replace governor, replace governor. And of course, military, military, military. Hope I got that. Ha! Easy peasy. Blood for the Sky God is not possible. Nahuatl unfortunately got eliminated before we got here. Blackjack's not going to happen. Don't fancy going for that at the moment. Forget Georgia, forget Mare Nostrum. I should really get that one. I think I've got that in the debug version on top of that. Aye. Okay, so where are we going with this at the very least? I think I've got all of my units brought in from overseas. The last ones would have been who? Yeah, who? Oh, here they come. But what I need to now do is sort out a more efficient fighting stack. Everyone's going to chew on a bit of attrition here, but I don't really care. Attrition is capped anyway. Jake, could you select a syncretic for military bonuses? Regiment cost is already a pretty nice bonus. No, 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 no. Yes, but no. Syncretism is pretty disgusting. Jake, what about Italy? Let me sort out my troops first. Get everyone down into one place and drink up that attrition. 5,000 men dying each month just because I'm telling them to hang around Yetistan. This isn't my entire army though, I'm missing some people. Where are these some people? Oh my days, I left you guys here for a while, didn't I? But that still doesn't add up, does it? What would that be? 230? 200? Yeah, probably. I'll worry about the details later. I just want everyone smacked together. Jake, you can move your capital back to Perm. I could, but I need the admin at the moment. So this is horrifically inefficient, but I'm doing it anyway. Let's grab all you guys together, and what I want are death stacks. $2020. The idea being that these guys should move together at all times. I might actually give them a bit of cavalry just in case, but not much. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4. There's not too much thought going into the composition I'm making here, other than I want them to merge together and have a full back line of artillery. That's pretty important to me. So I'll have these ones march away. How do you move half of your total forces to the other side like that, Jake? You mean this? You right click here, it even says it in the tooltip. Right click to transfer half of all units of this type. So that's how you can half them up pretty easily. So I again want another 20 and 20. What I'm going to do is get rid of a whole load of my cavalry though, because cavalry is very expensive and we're far past the time of the game where cavalry is playing the vital role. So at this point, what are we having then? 1, 2, 3, 4. Another 20 or so of you. And then all the cannons. I'll have you guys go over there. And what am I going to do with these horses? That's what I'm going to do with them. Okay, so some of these are not quite completed. You, for example, need brought up to 20 artillery. You also need brought up to 20... Oh, I got rid of those 4, didn't I? Oh well. And 20 artillery. This will be brought back nice and quickly. And I should probably get another one of those, shouldn't I? Hell, I can make a template for it. 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 20. In addition to that, I'm going to be murking up pretty hard, pretty fast. In before Russian Dow while Jake reforms army. It would be the ideal time for him to smack me as well. Let me get an idea of how much this is going to cost. Alright, I should be paying my colonies again, so that they actually get completed. I do not run a very nice looking budget. Oh well, it's all the more reason that I need to save up. Also, why have I got so many units here? What is even this? An 866. Did I accidentally build my 866 stacks? I don't think so. Oh, of course, that was one of my 20s that I had over here, wasn't it? Oh well, get away for now. See, there's another one. I also have a lot of manpower to get back from all of this. But that's okay, we have a bit of time, thankfully. And hey, I can keep a couple of the old 20 stacks for old time's sake. They're going to be pretty laughable, but they'll be there. Now ideally I want the discipline or the morale guy. I'll take either, and I won't be too fussy. I'll take you for now though. I could do with getting my manpower back. What was that? That was the guy I need. Morale of armies 10%. Somebody's asking if I have the achievement yet. Yes, I do. So now I'm eyeing up the scariest boss I think I've ever had in this game. The Frostrian Alliance. They outnumber me, they outgun me, they're going to do better on just about every field. But isn't that part of the appeal? I need to think how to strike them as well. The idea is to stay behind the forts and then smash them when they get too close. The trouble with that is that they're never going to run out of manpower. I mean, look at them, it's Frostria, whereas I will exhaust myself pretty quickly. So I need to get that manpower of mine back up. I also need to make a good chunk of money. You know, just save it up, because when I'm fighting, I'm going to be running a huge deficit. I'll be taking war taxes, no doubt. We do not need a shake-up. Come on. Come on. Also, fort maintenance is going to go a lot higher once we activate our forts. Jake, Austria and France ally up almost every game. Shouldn't they be historical rivals that stop such a static Europe? They certainly should. I mean, that's one of the main things going on, right? France threatening the HRE, and Austria, as at least historically leader of HRE, should be trying to put a stop to that. Well, 'tis a thought. Okay, one thing that's going to happen is my trade fleet, well, my pirate fleet, is going to get demolished. So I should probably bring them back to port. Also, I'm going to need to pay for you eventually, so let's get you up and on the go. This is terrifying. Jake, delete the expansion idea group. Replace it with trade for dollary dues. Well, I do agree that expansion is... Well, expansion already gives me a merchant, and I would instantly get a merchant from taking trade. So that doesn't stand up. Doesn't stand up in court there. So the New World is going to be lost. There's no two ways about it. My colonies will not stand up to this force. Not against all of that. I don't think Colombia are going to be helping me out. In fact, I don't think anybody's going to be helping me out. Nobody wants to. I think Austria have cleverly arranged a truce with everybody that might want to save me. Everybody except good old Italia. So we're going to need some good old leadership for this. I would have really liked some some siege. But no, that's not on the cards. No siege for me tonight. They are almost certainly going to have better leaders than me. So how are we going to do this? I need you guys back a touch anyway. But some of these don't quite have the supply that I'm looking for. This isn't going to end well. It's just not going to end well, period. Jake, pro tip, exploit. Remember to raise maintenance before war. How about I raise some money, because that's not coming. Granted, I'm still subsidizing my subjects, but I'll only stop that once they actually start dying properly. Because yeah, there's a proper way to die, right? Well, at least the main thing is done. Muscovite has been eradicated. There is Ryazanian, Belarusian, Ruthenian, Novgorodian, Karelian, but all Muscovite are removed, replaced with Uralic. And as I said at one point in the game, Usturt is of course Uralic. Okay, I'm gonna fight Frostria. I'm probably going to lose, but that's all in the spirit of the, oh my God, where's my money gonna go? 100 months in and I'm gonna lose all of that. I guess I could get rid of some of the more expensive individuals I have, like you. You probably make me more, and yeah, tax guy would be helpful, but well. Better way about this would be winning my way to Tech 30 before declaring war. That might actually be something worth doing. Yeah, if I make my way to Tech 30 first, then I'll have it in the bag, you know? Which kind of makes you think, why have all these guys hanging around? Costing me all that money. Will Perm live through a second bankruptcy? Harsh, but potentially true. Yeah, I like to think these guys are able to afford more of an army because of what I'm giving them. When you think about it, when I attack Austria, there is a chance that my subjects could win in the New World. I mean, there are 4 of them. One of them has gold. Then again, Frenchico has quite a bit of gold as well. I could eye that up. French Mexico. French Louisiana. Hey, the advantage might be on our side. Might, he says. That's the guy I'm looking for. That tax will pay itself off, and then some. I also want all my manpower back before I go to any kind of war. That would be clever. Each year I get 20 or so K back, so I only need a couple of years. And then with a touch of good luck, well, it's nothing at all to do with luck, I need this. Harumph. Jake declare on French Louisiana. Nah, I should gun down Austria. Even though he has Korea on his side, Italy would join in. Now, this one might just come in handy when I am relying on mercenaries, which will not take long into the war for me to have to do. Get yourself together, Baluchistan. Not here to babysit. Attack out against Chagatai, Ming, and Naval. Well, there goes there goes my Jampuri back up. I imagine they'll be forced to annul treaties with me. Surprised these guys still hate my oh yeah, the privateering. They probably hate that. Could do with the Dutch fleet, really. Maybe I'll try improving relations, see if that helps a touch. Italy is strong, yes, but for Austria I'll put them in their place. Look, they barely have an army. Italy should be much, much stronger than this, but they're not. They even have the rich part. They even still have Venice. That said, Venice is making pathetic money. How about Genoa? Oh, I don't even want to look at the money France is making. So I'm capped on this. I won't be able to get that for, I think, 3 years. Because I need that... what am I thinking here? I need that ahead of time penalty to go away. And that's 3 years. So 2 years and 2 months and I'll get it. The question would understandably be what to do with my mill until then, and well, Perm should reach for the sky. Maybe I spent too much there. I did spend too much there. Well, that was bad. Especially since I'm losing stuff for too many leaders. What a crying shame. At this point, oh, okay, I thought 29 was the one we were going for, but it's not. Thank goodness for that. All this prepping, and the funny thing is Austria and France are just going to roll me. There is no end in sight, other than a grisly one. For me, of course. Yeah, I think the nobility could always help us out on the mill points front. Who doesn't want to be my friend? Don't say Italy. Okay, Giampure. Could not care less about them at this moment. And I can always throw down some more nobility around the place. Here, for example, where there is so much. And just throw down that nobility here, there, and everywhere. That's not getting me anywhere anytime soon. What I should do then is recruit a minister. Because I'm trying to get them up enough to get that glorious support. I'm sure I'll have to raise levies sooner or later though. And ability will also help us out with these border forts, assuming they like us enough. I quite like having the merchant guilds there, but no, needs must. Of course it's going to upset the clergy, everything upsets the clergy. Babies. Funny how my grand plan to hit the mill tech at the right time just went and undid itself because of how I sorted that out. Oof, no, I'm not having that tech cost, thanks. Dispatch them. Jake do a manpower efficient naval landing on Normandy. I'll pass on that, thanks. Oh nice, we're actually making money in this case. Even when paying all my units. It's because the age of colonization is done. Oh, I forgot about Estonia. That's not so good, that's another entryway into my country. Okay, so Austria is going at it with Ottomans again. This could be my opening, because Jampur, Persia, all those guys are getting involved. That'll tire out these suckers. He says, wishful thinking at its finest. Okay, I'm going to be very close to Tech 30, but not quite at it. I'll grab it once we are at war, probably, hopefully, doubtfully. But that means we'll be taking the offensive. Sadly, they have a level 8 fort in the way, and level 8 forts have this way of taking forever to siege down. And in addition to that, he's been building up forts. It seems the efficient way is to take the southern path and make our way into Wien. That's going to be difficult. It's going to be very difficult. Might as well activate all those incredibly expensive forts, the incredibly expensive army. There's a theme about this. I'm not quite sure what it is yet. Go, Jake, go, it's your time to shine. This war is not going to go well. Not at all. But this does mean that I can push forward initially, which might have some uses. It also might backfire horribly. I'm thinking the latter part for that. Well, at least I have something saved up here. You sure you don't want to be my friend, Netherlands? We have so much in common. Firm is allied to Dutch rival USA. And how do you feel about Austria? Don't want any of his land. You do want your old cores back, though. Jake, don't forget to start death field music. I took that away because, you know, my status on things like that. Alright, it's actually pretty dangerous, the Ottoman situation, because they can come seeping in this way. I don't like that very much. I also don't like my severe lack of siege general. Because I need this down, and a level 8 fort takes a lot of cannon. Oh well, that's part of the fun, right? It would be so funny if they beat me to Tech 30. And by funny, I mean I would die. There's a whole load of French there that I could probably snipe if I was fast and clever. Jake, why not declare on Louisiana to bring Merca in? Because Merca is chance 0%. Oh, that's an interesting one. What have you got going on there? Not overly sure. Oh, Italy wants to join in, but Korea don't. That's very good for me. Take capital, Vienna. We're not going to win Unholy War because Italy is going to get ravaged. But we could always try. Oh well, this isn't going to go well, but it going well was never part of the plan. Let's do this. Well, before I do you have any friends that you don't have a truce with that would want to be my friend in this war? Like Bohemia? That truce ends fairly swiftly. Bohemia are known for having painful forts. Well, they have a level 8 fort getting in the way. Well, Bohemia, I think you might just be part of this anti-Ottoman alliance yet. Who's getting smashed by Austria, part of your plan? Of course. Goodbye, dip. Hello, tech cost reduction. Couldn't have come at a finer time now, could you? Just in time to get those superior mass infantry. Oh, I just love saying mass. And we're beating them to it. And that looks like a truce that is gone.